Hello, friends. Zachary here. You know, you've been told that the American healthcare system is broken. It isn't. It's working exactly as designed. Delays, denials, dehumanization. For decades, it's been profits over patients. You need proof? What's the first question they ask you? What insurance do you have? That tells you everything. And it isn't just big health insurance. It's the American Medical Association, it's labor unions, it's employers, politicians from both sides, and even the IRS. Yes, the IRS. They built it this way. And now it's time we the patients rig the system in our favor. Here's the prescription. We the patients, understanding, navigating, and surviving America's healthcare nightmare. My new book by me, Matthew Zachary, a 30-year brain cancer survivor, the founder of Stupid Cancer, the host of this podcast, Out of Patients, and co-founder and CEO of We the Patients. Pick up your copy of We the Patients today wherever books are sold, or visit wethepatientsbook.com to learn more.
When she said I don't dance now, I make money moves, that was a mission statement for a whole new generation.
Respect, but that's not the Mount Rushmore. Listen, cash rules everything around me. When that line dropped, it changed the whole hustle. The greatest tracks are never finished. They're just debated forever. Introducing the Sprite Living Tracklist. 50 tracks that shape the culture from 6 decades of hip-hop. Scan the QR code on a Sprite or Sprite Zero Sugar to see the full breakdown. Obey your thirst. Sprite.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore!
Hello, friends. Welcome back to the show. Before we get started, a quick explanation is probably in order for this episode. My daughter Hannah hijacked the show, and I let her do it on purpose. She's part of the Roundabout Youth Ensemble, RYE or RY, at James Madison High School right here in Brooklyn, New York, where she and a group of her fellow students spent the entire year doing something increasingly rare and incredibly difficult. They made something from nothing. They conceived a totally original play, wrote it, rewrote it, built the characters, figured out the costumes, rehearsed it, and produced it on stage at school. They put the whole thing together in front of an actual audience. So I gave them the keys to the kingdom, to the adaptation studio, and what you're about to hear is a bit of a departure from our regularly scheduled programming. There are no healthcare executives, policy arguments, insurance denials, or existential indictments of American healthcare. Instead, you're treated to 4 teenagers sitting in the 4 chairs, completely unsupervised, deconstructing what it took to create their play, Subject Matter. And that is precisely why I wanted to share it with you. Because underneath their themes of chaos, murderous bounce houses, museum warfare, defenestration, and whatever the hell else happened in the script, you can hear young people learning how to collaborate, how to disagree, how to rewrite something that isn't working, how to trust an idea that sounds completely insane and then somehow make it real. So thank you, Michael, Gwendolyn, Astronomy, and of course my daughter, Hannah, for commandeering the studio and reminding me, and hopefully you, that sometimes the best thing a host can do is get the hell out of the way. Let's get started.
Hello, people of Earth.
Yep.
Fair.
I'm not an alien.
Yes. Today's gonna be a little bit different. My dad is away. He's right there. I'm waving to him. And he thought he let me take control of today's podcast because I have some very special guests here today.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself.
Oh, of course. I'm Michael. Yeah. Michael Aidinov is my full name, and I'm not telling you my middle name because I don't want to. All right.
I'd like to go by Astronomy.
Yeah, she isn't okay with, or you're not comfortable?
I don't want to give out my
Yeah, that's
real
okay.
name.
So that's just an alias.
Yeah.
Hello, Gwendolyn. Should I give my last name or what?
If you want.
Whatever.
What do you have to lose?
We're just here to banter today. We had an amazing theater show at our school that we all wrote and devised and acted out together. It was very fun, and we are here to just talk about it and our experience with theater and maybe other stuff if we get off topic. I'm sure we're going to end up talking about Mr. Monty somehow.
Oh, probably.
Baldini, Gwendolyn Baldini.
Oh. All right. What should we start talking about first?
Maybe your favorite parts about the show, what you like to work on it, how you did it.
We might as well start at the beginning. So Rye is the program we're doing with the show. It's with Roundabout Youth Ensemble, which is a part of Roundabout, which do their own shows. There were a couple this year we went to go see. Archduke was one of them. It was about
There's Baker's Wife, too.
Baker's Wife.
There was the Rocky Horror Show
And Chinese Republicans.
and Yellowface from last year. And
That was from last year, though.
yeah.
And there were the Pirates of Penzance last
Right,
year.
right.
Yeah. So they have members that go to our school to sort of teach us, help us out with theater. And we write our own show. We produce our own show. We have money that Roundabout gives us to create something. And this was the first year we really did an actual like full show. Because last year we just wrote a play and then we read it. But this year we did like a fully devised, acted, blocked show.
Yes. The play's called Subject Matter. I actually came up with the title. And for how we wrote it, our theater teacher, Alex, huge shout out to them. They did a very well done job.
It was, yeah, massive props.
Yeah, they helped us out a ton. So we started the show with just giving out ideas and stuff, and eventually we got to the idea of a history versus math sort of thing.
Yeah.
So the whole premise was the History Museum versus the Math Museum in New York. And we sort of like started playing with the plot more, and we started building out order of events. Like this led to this led to that, this led to that. We all learned what the word defenestrate meant.
I think it's really funny that Math Museum and History Museum just kind of sprouted from you going to the Math Museum plus like the National History Museum.
Yeah.
And apparently rivalry and what was it? Sorority girl rivalry. I say what is that? It was in there.
Not really, but
Not really, but like it was in there. It was like a part of voting.
sort of. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
at the very beginning we came up with the ideas, and someone said that. It might have been you.
I gave in a rivalry, and then it was sorority girl rivalry.
What is sorority girls?
Sorority girls are like they're college girls that have like kind of this big. It's kind of like an organization. I don't really
like a
know.
club, right?
It's kind of like a club, yeah, like frat houses. I'm not sure how to describe it.
Yeah. I also want to give a shout out. There were a bunch of runner-up ideas we picked from. I think one of them was someone commits a crime and then they have a dance-off in court. I believe that was one of the ideas.
That was one of the example things. Like a whole week before we started to pick.
Yeah. And even the math idea developed from there was a birthday party in a math museum first, and then that kind of turned into the competition with the history museum being added in.
Yeah.
I remember the dance-off competition. It was really funny, but I don't really remember that.
Yeah. There was also, what other ideas did we come up with? Just spitballing in the beginning. There was,
I remember the underwater thing.
oh yeah, the underwater thing with the squid and the person who died.
There was murderous bouncy castle. And
Oh, yeah, the
depressed
murdering-
balloons.
The depressed balloons and the murdering bouncy castle.
I don't
So
remember that.
cool. Really?
No.
I think you were I think you weren't there for that.
Oh, I was probably at Sing.
Oh, you probably were.
Yeah,
yes.
back in the beginning. But there was a bouncy castle who people would go into, and then the bouncy castle started to inflate and eat the people, and then they had to cheer up the bouncy castle in order for it to inflate. It was a lot of weird ideas. And then there was the magical bracelet and
Yeah, they gave
Baba
you,
Yaga.
they give you diabetes, and one of them just
Oh,
got a
right,
super
right, yeah, I
shit.
remember that.
Oh, the scrunchies.
it was, the
Yes,
scrunchies.
crunchy.
The captains were at sea. They were like pirates.
Oh yeah, there was a second story with the pirates and
Yes,
going
it
through the
was.
generations, and everyone kept dying.
Mm-hmm. There was another one. At that time, I don't remember that one. I don't think it was that noteworthy.
Which, hang on, there were so many of them that we
There
could have
were.
done. There was the Disney list of sins as well.
Right. Yes.
Disney list of sins.
I remember you wanted to incorporate that in the show.
Yeah, we never did, sadly.
I wish
Yeah.
that would have been fun.
So many ideas get scrapped before you actually get into the show.
May I get some water?
Of course.
ASMR.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yes, yes.
You can go get some water, I think.
Over there.
I don't think it's that illegal, but I think you can.
Let's get some water.
We taking a break?
No, I just need water.
Happily get you water. Voice of God from the background.
Whoa.
The producer is back here.
Oh, I can hear the water going.
Yes.
So wake up.
I mean, you're the closest to it.
Thank you.
All right. We're on
Don't
hold.
cause property damage, please.
All right, so let's get back into the writing process. So the first bit was like the exposition, where it was the math muse- the history muse- the math museum, right? The math museum
yes.
gained more attraction than the history museum, and the owner of the math museum was rubbing it into the owner of the history museum's face.
Yes.
So the owner of the math museum was my character, Jeffrey Mertenberger, that Gwen actually came up with, and Michael's character was Cedric Brown, the proud owner of the history museum.
And his mouse.
Whiskers. You came up with Cedric, right?
Yes, I came up with the... Oh, yeah, we also came up with characters before we...
Right.
The plot.
What I don't really like about that, because last year we got to come up with the characters we wanted to play. This year we kind of just came up with running characters, and then we kind of just chose.
Yeah.
Like,
It was a little imbalanced, but hey, we still really got into our
Yeah.
roles. so.
also, I think everybody said this at one point, but they're super impressed that Jacques Pierre got made into such a profound character, even though I made him in like 30 seconds.
He's just French, so that was the whole idea. He's French.
Yeah, because I remember the class was about to end, but I had sing practice for like the first 30 minutes, so we only had like 15 minutes by the time I got back to class. And that's when I heard that we were all making characters. I was like, oh, I want to make a character. So I just like, hey, museum, art, French. So I just made like this French guy who loves his art and his mustache and his baguettes.
And he's very, very expressive.
Yes.
And very French.
His name is Jacques Pierre Francois III.
Just all the French things mashed
Yes.
together, everything you can think of in one.
Yes, he has
A French
French
cape
cape, yes.
And,
and a very nice mustache.
yes.
And a red beret.
Absolutely.
And look, the striped shirt.
An imaginary baguette. We didn't see a baguette in the show, but just imagine him with a baguette.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was originally going to be like eating his baguette, but we didn't have a baguette, so he was fiddling with his mustache instead.
I love my mustache almost as much as...
I love my paintings.
Yes.
Yes.
Such a quotable show. Anyway. Right, so...
South Park mentioned too.
Oh, yeah.
Leave me out of this. I have paintings to admire.
We're just going to be quoting the show the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
All going to be inside references.
All inside references, yes. Okay, so we talked about the exposition where Mertenberger is flaunting his special exhibits. So,
And then he pulls out a sword.
and then he pulls out a sword, yes.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful, yes. So, Hannah, do you want to introduce what comes next?
Yeah, so after that, then the history team all meets up. We have Cedric, Annabelle, Jacques Pierre. Annabelle is played by our friend Horia, who was amazing in the show. She was originally going to have a small part, but unfortunately the actor for Annabelle couldn't make it for the final show. So Horia amazingly learned all of her lines in maybe like a week, and that was really impressive,
yeah.
and we're all very proud of her. So yeah, Annabelle and Jacques Pierre are the other two members of this history museum. And yes, for now, ... And they all like get together with Cedric, and they're all like, "What? This is terrible. Cedric, we must do something about this."
Yes.
We could let them eat cake.
We can let them eat. Yes. Well, actually, first Jacques Pierre says it in French, and no one understands him. But
yeah.
regardless, so they all come up with their plan. Cedric pushes them to attack the Math Museum, steal all of their paintings, and then they go off.
The funny thing is, this all could have been avoided if they had just added another exhibit.
Yeah, they really had a shorter way.
Yeah,
Yeah, they went.
The name of scene 1 is called "This Could Have Been an Email."
That's very true.
It's very true. Yeah.
Scene 2 is called "Eating Cake and Stealing Something."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scene 3, "Fuzzy Slippers and Felonies."
Yes, they're very
Yes.
beautiful.
No, wait. That was after it, I think.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Scene 3 was not Napoleon, right?
Yes, not Napoleon. Speaking of which,
Scene. Gwen, do you want to take away scene 3?
Scene 3. Pippa Euler, the math tour guide of the middle school students. That was my character, which I think Maria, who's not here, came up with. Was, showing them, the math displays. And then she found the history security guard disguised as one of the people who worked in the math museum.
yes.
So that was when they knew that they were starting to sabotage each other. One of the history museum was being sneaky with the math museum.
Yeah, and the History Museum security guard is also Annabelle. We really could have done more with the security guard part of the show.
Yeah.
But regardless, she's also an
Yep.
upper class security guard, I guess. She's very educated. And there's the whole reveal, and we meet the rest of the Math Museum gang. So we got
Mrs. M
Mrs.
and
M.
Jay Santoro, played by Sebastian, and Mrs. M, played by Kanye. Kanye was going to be here, but he isn't because he has his sister's graduation to go to, which, respectable.
shout out to Kanye's sister.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, right. I also want to shout out Maria for playing 3 characters.
Yeah, shout
Yes.
out.
Yeah, she played the infamous Jacques Pierre Francois III with that amazing French accent that she thought she was terrible at, but she was actually amazing at.
Brilliant.
Yes. She also played the student that Pippa was showing around the map museum, and she also played the police officer in the next scene when Mrs. M and young Stephen, which we'll get into later, broke into the history museum.
Yes, and I just find her laugh really infectious. I think she has such a great laugh. It's just really fun characters overall.
Yeah,
Just
she's
adds
like-
so much.
She's like Queen Isabella.
I
Yeah.
was like, who?
Yeah. So that's the third scene.
Scene 4.
We're going through the whole plot.
Fuzzy Slippers
and
and
felonies.
felonies. I can pull up the script on my phone right here in case we need a reference.
Yes. So Fuzzy Slippers and Felonies. Gwen, do you want to take this one as well?
Which one? Oh, yes. Mrs. M and the little kid, the little math prodigy, Stephen.
Who's 8 years old, by the way. That is
8,
important.
yes.
Yes, we're breaking into the history museum. Trespassing. What's the word?
Breaking and entering.
Yeah, that. Oh, yeah. Vandalizing.
Oh, yes.
They vandalize the exhibits. And
Steven says a lot of curse words.
Odin says a lot of curse words and blames it on South Park.
Especially for an 8-year-old.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so
Mrs. M keeps urging Stephen to be quiet, even though she brought an 8-year-old to break into a museum at night, which is the irony of it all.
Yeah, not a good idea, I'd say.
And then the phone rings.
And then a phone rings.
And then Maria, as the cop, came out, but did not find them.
Yeah, and then they all...
left. And then, surprise, surprise, Jay Santoro of the
Math Museum.
the Map Museum comes out and gives the big revelation that he is actually swapping professions to the History Museum. Gasp. Dun, dun, dun.
And then they come to an agreement that we're all going to have a meeting about the museums attacking one another.
Yes,
Yes.
and that's what Scene 5 is about. Defenestration and diplomacy.
Yeah. Oh, we should probably say what defenestration
Yeah, we're all
means.
going to learn a new word of the day. Defenestrate.
Clap, clap, clap. Defenestrate. Yeah, I'll say what defenestrate means. Defenestrate means to throw someone out a window. has a lot of uses, as in just that one use. But
Did you say there was like a defenestration act in Poland in like 18...
yes. That kicked off the 30 Years' War. It's called the Defenestration of Prague, where the angry people went in, threw out all the ministers out the window and into a pile of poo. So that's just that.
Beautiful.
It's a great historical event. It's really, really, really funny. I don't know. Sorry, people of living in the 1800s and wherever this took place. It was somewhere Poland, Germany-ish.
All right, so scene 5 starts with Jay, Cedric, Mrs. M, Pippa, and Jeffrey. So everybody except young Steven. They're all sitting in a circle, contemplating about the pranks, and they're all critiquing Cedric how he should stop everything. But soon things get a little bit out of hand when Cedric reveals that he has been masterminding all of these pranks, and he starts maniacally laughing.
For an extended period of time.
Yes.
I kept being told I need to laugh for longer and longer and longer. So I think, how long did I laugh? Like half a minute?
Half a minute about.
However much you're laughing, it's not enough.
Yes, you need more.
Should I laugh right now?
If you want to.
We'll save it for the end.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, we can end and you just laugh and then
It
get
just
cut
keeps
off.
going.
Yeah, like
Until
bye
it
everybody,
goes
bye everybody, have a good night. You start laughing in the end.
Yeah. All right. Remind me to do that later.
Yeah.
We'll all probably forget, but who knows?
All right, so Cedric goes cuckoo. He throws Starry Night like a frisbee. What else happens?
Throws multiple paintings
Yes.
like a frisbee.
And then his ride is here.
Oh, yeah. So then the play pivots into a car commercial. We just briefly begin discussing the merits of the Toyota Prius and the Honda Civic. And for this part, when we wrote it, we researched actual merits and benefits and drawbacks to each car to give it a bigger sense of realness.
Figured the audience could use a commercial break.
Yeah. It's getting intense.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it.
That's why we need more funds, so ad commercials.
Yeah, we got sponsored.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, I'm trying to find the car commercial. Here we go. Yes. Only you would have the nerve to call a Prius for a ride. Well, with its state-of-the-art automatic steering system, its wonderful air conditioning, and the built-in 6-inch fully customizable touchscreen on top of its already luxurious seating and incredibly spacious cargo area, what's there not to like? Jay says, oh, do not get me started on the limited rear visibility, noticeable road noise, lack of spare tire, and initially steep price point. That's why you should invest in a Honda Civic. Cedric comes back. A Civic would have cost me $70 to rent as his Uber ride. The Prius was only $45. The rear-end style is also just unappealing to me, and its CVT is less engaging compared to traditional automatic transitions.
And then we get cut off because it has to end at some point. We're not getting paid for this.
So Cedric goes cuckoo again. He screams. He jumps out of. He defenestrates himself.
He defenestrates himself. He loses his mind.
And then he's unconscious on the floor.
Yeah. And then Stephen comes in with the brilliant idea to send him off to a nursing home. Which then happens as... Actually, it's a relatively smooth transition into the next scene.
Called Scene 6, Fettuccine.
Yes. So that happens with Pippa, who's played by Gwen here. Hi, Gwen.
Hello.
She drags me off the stage across the entirety of the stage, and that I'm very sorry. I'm kind of heavy.
Jay told me to drive you to the nursing home.
Yeah.
Crappy one.
The crappy one.
In Staten Island.
Yes.
The worst one.
So as I go off the stage, I really liked your improvised lines there. Just adds so much. Funniest part of the show.
Yep, I love
Thanks.
my job.
I love my job. Yeah.
This is what I do for a living.
Yeah.
And then the scene continues with...
They're all hanging around the Math Museum. Mrs. M is showing them around. And then Kanye just took a random audience member and just started breaking the fourth wall and like, oh, we've got to tell you about the horrible atrocities that happened at the Math Museum. And then her and Jay, the person in the audience was actually my grandma.
Oh my god.
And Kanye and Sebastian, that's who played Jay, were just recapping everything.
The whole story.
And Kanye was just like parroting. So he was like, our boss, Cedric, is evil. And he defenestrated himself. Defenestrate.
Just amazing. I wish I was there. I was in backstage at that time. Regardless.
Yes, regardless, they all eventually agree that they should tell everybody on the History and Math Museum side what's been going on and apologize.
And then, of course, we also get to the part where they reconcile their differences.
Yes.
The History Museum side tries to get into more of the math's interests, I believe.
And they realized that Fibonacci was part of history. And Mertenberger here, Hannah, confused it with fettuccine.
Which is a delicious type of spaghetti, by the way.
Beautiful.
Very yummy. And they realized that not only was Fibonacci a great historian, he was a pretty profound mathematician as well. So you can be both at the same time. And that's kind of what brings them both together.
Yes, the scene ends with Jeffrey eventually agreeing. The scene ends with Jay being like, I think we should maybe stick with this motif of pranking each other. And Jeffrey's like, whoa, what do you mean by that? But Jay's like, don't worry, we can have harmless pranks on April Fool's Day. Sounds fitting to me. And then Mrs. M is like, actually, why don't we have it on Pi Day? That sounds more fitting. And then they're all like, yeah, that sounds good. And that's the end of the scene.
And Jay, which is one of his recurring lines in the play, says, you're a goddamn genius, aren't you?
Yeah, a beautiful running joke.
All right, scene 7, the aftermath. Emma? Oh, sorry. All right, Kyle, cut the bit out. Astronomy?
Yeah.
Astronomy, do you want to do your best recapping scene 7? Do you
Oh
think?
my gosh, I don't remember scene 7. I'm sorry. I was backstage like the entire show. I barely even looked at the script. I was doing costumes.
Yeah, you did a great job at costumes, though. We have to thank you.
Round of applause.
Yay.
Polite applause.
Great applause. You also courageously grabbed out all of the chairs for us at the talk back at the end.
Yes. I had to do it pretty.
Yep. All right, scene 7, the aftermath. Eric, the person who played Steven, I remember he had a really hard time memorizing his lines for this.
I made him suffer through this scene. I'm sorry.
So this scene starts with my character, Jeffrey, and Eric. Eric's character, Steven, just talking together about setting up the museum for Pi Day and getting all the pranks ready. And then Steven's like, where is it? Here we go. And Steven sees all the reviews for his new exhibit, and he's so excited. Some of this was so funny. This made me laugh so hard. Michael, I'm pretty sure you wrote this. One of the reviews is, this exhibit changed my life and converted me to Buddhism. That's so awesome. I wasn't even meant to do that. And this one here, I didn't know what joy and love was before I saw this beauty. I can't believe it.
Well, actually, you're supposed to say E, but another way to taunt me was to just say each E out individually because we did this scene so many times. And also, his exhibit was on Cauchy's residue theorem.
Yeah.
Or Cauchy's residue theorem. And then I made poor Eric do this until he got it right. And so he calls me out in the show. He's like, oh, some people think it's pronounced differently, but it's actually Cauchy's residue theorem. I'm sorry. So yeah, I'm a nemesis to some people.
Okay, anyway, Steven runs off and he bumps into Pippa, who comes back to Jeffrey, and they both coordinate to throw tomatoes at the History Museum.
Let's do it, Jeffrey.
Yeah. And then
Please don't.
And then Mr. Jacques-Pierre Francois III comes in with his... Oh, right, I forgot to mention. Jacques steals Cedric's pet rat, Whiskers.
Oh, yeah, we mentioned him also briefly in the beginning.
And now Whiskers is on a leash with Jacques-Pierre. And Jacques-Pierre hands Pippa a painting, and then he leaves.
I love the painting, by the way.
Yes. And then Mrs. M comes in and she destroys that thing, rips it completely in half.
Oh, no.
And turns out it was a good thing because the History Museum was spying on them.
You're not to trust that slimy Jacques-Pierre.
Exactly.
Yes.
Whiskers was in the lease. Maybe the will, even.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like our other plays in the will.
Yeah.
Dude, so anyway, everyone comes back, they get together, and they all start grabbing tomatoes when people from the history team, Jay and Annabelle, come and steal their tomatoes. And they're like, wait, they can't steal our tomatoes. Yes, we can. And then they all just start throwing tomatoes at each other. and Eric falls in slow motion. It was very funny. And then our favorite character ever, Molden Clawfield, comes in, played by Michael again.
Yep.
Because Cedric is dead, so he can play another character.
I'm free and easy now.
Molden Clawfield from Catcher in the Rye, not so subtle.
Yep.
Holden Clawfield, actually.
Yeah, that's why we changed it to Molden Clawfield.
Just a little play on words. And then we all walk off stage to go erect the new English Museum. The end.
And then Jacques Pierre has the final line. He comes out and says, Finn.
Yes.
Yes, it's very important.
Beautiful. And then everyone claps.
Yes.
Yay. You should be clapping at home too.
Yes, yes.
All right.
Can we link the script in the description of the podcast? Is that how that works?
I think that's a yes.
Isn't it on our school emails though? I'm not
I
sure.
can get it on my
I
phone.
have it on my regular email too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. All right. I'm gonna ask Astronomy some questions now about costumes because we never really got to see that part. But what was your favorite costume to put together?
I think it was Stevens or really Annabelle's. I don't know. It was fun to look for like the police patch for that because I knew it was somewhere in my house. So I had to tear apart my entire bedroom for it.
That's lovely.
Yes.
I really liked Steven's little spinny hat that he had.
Oh yeah. Who gave that to him? Actually, I haven't.
I think they got it off of Amazon.
Oh
Yeah,
really?
his hat actually fell off mid-play.
Oh yeah, I saw.
And Kanye's glasses also fell off.
We really? Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, you were dead at this time.
Oh, I didn't see.
It was bound to happen.
It was so much physicality in this play.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
First play we did like this in Rye.
Yeah. Here's to many more.
Yay.
True.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Put
Put up your cups.
up your cups.
Yeah.
Clink,
Clink.
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 I audibly heard that. What else could we talk about? Ooh,
You guys just graduated the other day.
that's true. It was not very exciting. As Gwen has said, we just kind of sat there.
Don't forget about how long we stood there before it actually happened.
We stood there for half an hour. It
Wait,
was-
you stood? I thought they were at their seats.
We stood, and then once we actually got in, which was after a million years, we got to sit for a few hours.
Well, actually, first they made us stand for a couple more minutes, just to see how long we could last, and then they made us.
God
sit
bless the America or not?
No, just cause
Oh.
Miss Cohen was like, "Get up," silently. We could talk about. Let's see. Rehearsal, just in general, our favorite part of rehearsal was, for example, there were a couple of. Just in general, blocking was really memorable. I liked the days where we had to go down and we had to do it in all sorts of wacky places. We did it in the park. We did it in the cafeteria. Well, who knows what was happening behind
We
us.
attempted to do it at Emma's house. Didn't really. Oh my
God,
god! Please cut that out. Okay, cut that out. I'm sorry. We attempted to do it at Astronomy's house, but that didn't really work because it was only like 4 of us.
There were, I think, a little bit more than 4 of us.
Kanye was there.
All right.
There was Kanye, there were all of you.
All right, Eric.
Eric
There
was
were
there.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us.
Yes. And you all had to fit in my living room.
We also could not help but keep revising the script many, many, many times more than we
Yes.
really needed to.
There was Victoria.
Right.
Yes.
I also remember when we were at Astronomy's house that I kept telling Kanye that he kept forgetting to... Okay, scene 0 was the prologue where it was Jacques Pierre and Stephen just introducing the premise. And it was just regular text, but I wanted Kanye to Shakespeareify it, like make it like Shakespeare text. And he kept forgetting to do that. So while we were at her house, I put it into ChatGPT and Kanye was like, no, I'll do it.
That's how you get people to do it. And then we also redid it a little at the end, but
Yeah.
a little bit of a last minute.
Originally, we also were going to have like a dance party at the end.
Yeah, it's a shame. We could have had a lot of. I was really into the whole soundtrack premise, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
No offense taken.
No. Anything else you want to mention?
I don't know.
What could we talk about?
You wanted to talk about Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza?
Don't look.
Okay, I'll look the other way.
Oh, maybe we'll look at the windows.
Okay.
There are no windows.
There are no windows.
Taco, cat, goat cheese, pizza. Since you were looking at me,
Okay.
just to talk, is a card game where so the order is taco, cat, goat cheese, pizza. You have to say it in order. You can't look at your cards, and whatever your card is, you have to say those terms in order. And when the card matches the word you said, whoever's hand is on the card last has to take the card pile.
And your goal is to get rid of all of your cards.
And the special cards are the narwhal, the gorilla, and the chipmunk, which all have their special little motions. And it's basically just a game of reflexes.
Yes.
And I'm very bad at it.
Yes. Multiple times when we were playing. The narwhal special card is that you have to make a narwhal tusk with your hands above your head before slamming your hand down. And Michael kept repeatedly smacking himself in the head instead of actually doing the narwhal word.
Or it would do like the other motions for the gorilla where you pound your chest, or the chipmunk where you just slap the table several times.
Instead of doing the pounding your chest for the gorilla, he'd like do like the pat in your head. He like do the Macarena.
Yeah, and we played it on the last day of our rye party.
Yay.
Yeah. Oh, I could talk about my torture show I made that one time where I threw ping pong balls at you.
Oh, right, I remember that.
Why did you throw ping pong balls? Well,
I was in a mean spirit. I made a game show where it was just sort of a variety.
I think it
of
was
games.
just me, you, Miss Catcher, and Gwen.
There were other people. There was Eric, at least. Huria was there.
Other people, and there's just one more person.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. There were two teams, and one was, I forgot the name of it. The other was the I Don't Care team.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
And I think I was on that one or something. I don't know.
I just wanted to watch you suffer.
Oh.
But there was all sorts of strange prompts I had, and a couple of, what is it called? Like improv sort of things where instead of like, you get something to act out, I just give you a picture of something weird going on, like a nun swimming in the ocean, or
Oh, yeah.
a human trapped in a bird cage and the bird standing next to them.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I just took that off the internet. I don't know.
Should have gotten the nun with like the two beer bottles, just like,
Hey, cheers.
yeah, cheers,
Cheers, sister.
Was that song from Moulin Rouge? Hey, sister goes, sister was, sister does, sister
I've never
hey,
heard
sister does, sister ba, ba, ba.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Haven't you seen Moulin Rouge?
No,
let's watch it now.
No, like, I saw the Broadway show last year.
that's a Broadway.
Yeah, you all went. Was it last year?
Yeah, last year. It was last November.
Right. Yes. After Anne Juliet.
No, Anne Juliet was last November 2025. I'm talking November 2024.
Oh. Yes. It was last year. I didn't go.
You were left out of the party.
I was left. Yeah.
How we on time? What's the timer done at?
35 minutes and 35 seconds.
That's a good long. That's a good length.
All right. Oh, don't forget to do your evil laugh.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
God, we could not stop laughing during rehearsals.
And when we actually had an audience during one of our later rehearsals, like I don't know, the other vibe students. or
Yeah, a
whatever,
couple other students.
it was harder not to laugh when the audience was laughing.
Yeah.
Doesn't work.
The audience does not help in these sorts of
Also
situations.
because during rehearsal, Alex could not stop laughing either.
It was her favorite part, very much so.
I mean, yeah.
And also that one part where we had to tableau in the middle of the play, and then like chaos was happening around us on the other side. So that was super hard to keep a straight face. Oh my goodness. You broke character in the real thing, and I tried desperately not to, but it was too late.
It was too late, you say, as you have one more day.
Well, on that note, I think we can close this. We're at a very reasonable time. Michael, Astronomy, and Gwen, thank you guys so much for coming on today. It's been very funny.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
You got to laugh.
Yes. We also spent like 5 hours at my apartment just now because we all came from an early end to the school year.
Yeah. Woohoo!
Yay. And Michael spent overtime getting teachers to sign his yearbook.
Sorry.
chasing down the teacher.
And he still didn't get Mr. Monty to sign it.
Yeah. I like how to the outside audience, no one knows who these people are. No one knows who Mr. Monty is. He's a national celebrity, okay? This is good to know.
Miss Ketcher, if you're listening to this, Miss Ketcher, you did not sign my yearbook yet, and I will find you and have you sign it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds very
Michael's
good.
going to college out in Long Island, so he can stalk her out for you.
Yeah, I'll find her over for you. Don't worry. By the way, Miss Ketcher was is another national treasure. There's two of them. She also helped with Rye.
She was also all our English teachers.
Yeah, she's an English teacher. She helped out with Alex to get the show off the ground. She gave us food when we were hungry. Thank you for those snacks.
And I give you food when you were hungry.
Yeah. Lots of Welch's.
Mott's too.
Yeah, and those little rabbits cookies.
Oh, the
Annie's.
yeah, Annie's.
Those were
What's it
really
called?
good, honestly.
Yeah.
Just not the things equivalent to the goldfish, the Annie's
The
cracker bunny.
Yeah, not the goldfish.
They were
rabbits.
They're not
Have
great.
you ever tried their mac and cheese when you were little?
I have not actually.
Oh,
We usually make our own mac and cheese. I don't know.
Yeah, we somehow got to food.
okay. Well, thank you, Mac and Cheese, for sponsoring today's podcast. And
Yeah, any major movie studios interested in making our play a feature-length film? Oh, we're listening.
Just one day.
Yay. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Out of Patience with Matthew Zachary is a production of Matthew Zachary Worldwide. The executive producer is Matthew Zachary. It is mixed and edited by Kyle Moore. If you like the show, ratings and reviews are always welcome wherever you get your podcasts. If you have guest suggestions or would like to learn more about sponsorship opportunities, email podcast@matthewzachary.com. For more information about Matthew Zachary and Matthew Zachary Worldwide, visit matthewzachary.com.